Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you made it through the first week of virtual learning and weren't as frustrated as I thought. Actually, spent a lot of time on the computer. On my end, I'm assuming you're busting your butt on your end, and I appreciate it. So before we get started today, I have a couple shout outs. I enjoyed doing the shout outs yesterday just because, again, I think you guys deserve it, and you're working hard, and I know you are, so I think you need to hear that. First and foremost, we got Gracie's birthday on Saturday, so I wish you a happy birthday. If we were in school, I would do something to embarrass you with a big cake and a hat, but we'll have to wait for that. I want to give some shout outs to some people that are really, really busting their butts, all right? Matthew Perkins, the guy that everyone needs to be friends with. This kid is such an awesome kid. He's working so hard at home. Matthew, awesome job. I got people like Angelica doing great. I've got people in my first period class who definitely came through. Holly, awesome work. Dominic, Marcos, Cole, keep doing what you're doing. I'm a big fan. And 8th period, I got Olaf, awesome kid. And I'm just proud of you guys. So there'll be more shout outs next week, but let's get to business. We have a test on Tuesday. The test is going to be a Google form I'm going to send to you, and all you're going to do is you're going to do the work on your end on a piece of paper, and then you're going to just send me your picture, and you'll put all your answers in the Google form, and I'm going to send your grade back right when you send me your test. We'll get more into that on Monday, but what's your assignment today on Friday? All right, so in front of me right now on page 27, 28, 29, there's a bunch of review. So here's your task. You've got 3 days, okay? Matter of fact, you do not have to hand in anything to me for 3 days. You can. You are more than welcome to take a picture and practice attaching. If there's a question that you're not understanding, take a picture of it, attach it, ask me a question. But you do not physically have to hand in anything for credit Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Now, that being said, we have a test Tuesday. So all of these questions in the spiral review will be on this test in one shape or another. So my suggestion is this. Take your time. Maybe do some evens. Maybe do the odds. Maybe do a page this morning and then another page tonight. Mix and match, split it up. You got 3 days to get your practice on. On Monday, you'll have we're going to do a live practice to get ready for Tuesday's test. And then we're going to test. And I'm excited. I really think you're going to do well. It'll be somewhat of an open book test, obviously. So we'll get into that. So first and foremost, a couple problems that I'm noticing and I want to show you. Remember the difference between numerical and algebraic. Numerical means they're made of all numbers. Algebraic means they could have some variables. Once you see one variable, it's automatically algebraic. So like this guy, you see that Y? It's algebraic. See this guy? Do you see any letters, any variables? No, you don't. That's numerical. Okay, so be on the look of that. You got 4 there you can practice. Let's head down to the next group. We have solution sets. Basically, it's a one-step equation. Solve for x, isolate the variable. Inverse operations. What's another word for inverse? Say it. Opposite. All right, so we have 2x. They're married, right? We know when a number is married to a variable, they multiply, right? They have kids. So 2x equals 18. The inverse of multiplication is division. So let's divide both sides by that number, that coefficient. 2 divided by 2 cancel each other out. Your x is isolated. It's all by itself. And what's 18 divided by 2? 9. Now the question is that value in the solution set? And it is. Basically, that's all you need to do. So I'll leave a bunch of those for you. Let's go down here to a couple other ones. We have number 13 is a good one. So here we have x divided by 9 equals 21. Well, what's the inverse of divide? What's the opposite of divide? Multiply. So we're going to multiply both sides by 9. So these cancel each other out. What's 21 times 9? Let's see if we're correct. Remember, cops? On the test, you'll have to show me cops, so make sure you know how to do it. You write your original problem, x divided by 9 equals 21. You plug in your value for x. So you said it was 189 divided by 9 equals 21. And grab your calculator. What's 189 divided by 9? Is it 21? 9 goes into 18 two times. Yes, it is. Double check. Awesome job. Okay, let's go to the next side. Let's jump to page 29. These guys are my favorites. Let's use ops. Original, p plus p to the third. Let's plug in that value of p. So instead of a p, let's put a 4. And now let's solve it. So in PEMDAS, we've got to use the exponents before we add. 4 to the third power is 4 times 4 times 4. Go ahead and multiply. I get 64. And then I add, and I get 68. Remember, you can plug this baby right in a calculator. If you get 68, you're correct. I'll leave that up to you. Hopefully, you have your calculator. You'll need it for Tuesday's test. Let's go on the page 28. I'm just going to pick a random question because I want to get this done before the 8-minute mark. Let's go to 19. Rebecca buys a CD for $11.85 and a book for $19.95. How much has she spent? Oh, you guys know that. You don't need my help for that. When you spend money, if you're going to buy this and this, it's going to get bigger. It's going to either be addition or multiplication. I know you know which one. All right, so again, look at all the problems we've got here. You've got 3 days. I'm going to leave it up to you to see which ones you do. And again, send me any, send me all. Totally up to you. But again, you don't have to post anything. You don't have to hand in anything. There's going to be no credit given. It's just going to help you do very well on Tuesday's test. All right, so last announcement before we end this video. Class shout-outs, okay? Yesterday we did a class shout-out to what was it, periods 3 and 6. All right, periods 1 and 8 had a little trouble early in the week. Period 8 totally came back, and they have the best percentage of Thursday's homework handed in. So 8th period, tip of the cap to you. All right, you guys have a great day today. I'll talk to you on Monday. If you need anything, reach out today. Have a good weekend.